Thank you, Carrie and Dale. Are there any questions for these? Well, I have a couple, at least one question. Carrie, you were talking about that they didn't take irrelevant courses that they were taking, and Dale talked a lot about cost. Do you see any relationship between the cost of additional college education or courses and what they're actually taking, or did you look at that, or have you thought about looking at that?
We didn't really look at the cost, but as we talked about it, we thought there could be, there can be an issue if that, when we saw the majority of the students didn't need, our students did not need to take additional classes. If we told them they had to be in certain areas, that would, they'd incur additional costs, and with the cost of tuition going up, that could be a problem, that they may decide not to do that. Especially, and maybe we'll find that at private schools too, where the tuition is higher than at the public institutions. So,
okay. Dale, you talked about a couple of different things that we could do to help as state regulators. Can you, what would you say would be the #1 thing that this group could do to increase the number of minority CPAs?
Well, yeah, as I said there at the end, the cost of the exam is a problem for those who don't pass, it seems like. So, or don't take it, one or the other. And so I guess keep that in mind in the future. You know, if you're trying to raise revenues, don't get it from the new people, get it from old people like yourselves. You know, the existing CPAs maybe is where you need to raise your rates.
All right. Okay, thank you very much. I want to.
Question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. The question then is, how many of these did go to work, or did go to work, did or did not go to work for a CPA
I believe it was 60 to 70, between, I forget now, between 60 and 70% did not. I mean, did go with CPA firms. So these are primarily people who, like I say, they have taken the exam for the most part. I think 77% have taken the exam. And another 20% say they're going to.
Thank you. I have a question for Dale also. I'm Dan Falks from the Kentucky Society, and I'm our member in education. And looking around the room here, I see that we don't have that problem with diversity. We got all sorts of white people in here.
That's right. I see my friend Willie back there, and I saw Alfonso. Did I overlook any other African Americans?
My question is, what's missing for me is how these minority data compare with non-minorities, with Caucasian numbers. Is that in the study?
To some extent, there really wasn't a lot of difference. I mean, even the numbers of those, passing, and there's not a lot of difference. No, so like I say, it was really more, we were just trying to compare those who did versus those who didn't, as opposed to comparing them with the others, with Caucasian. But no, there was basically little difference there. So again, that makes me think it is more of an economic issue than a racial issue.
One of the things I'd like to say is that we've had a really good results with these research projects, and we rework the RFP, the request for proposal, every year, and I have a great committee that helps with that, and a great committee that's helped us choose the research grants that we've actually these that we've presented today, and those that we are going to fund in the next year. One of the things that we have on this RFP, though, is a very short list, 5 or 6 topics that we think, that the committee thinks would be of interest to regulators. but there's only 4 of us. If you have issues that you would like to see research done, I know Billy and Galen and Ray were talking about some issues that I actually jotted down and maybe we'll include in our list. If you have issues, please let somebody on the education committee know, or let me know, Alfonso, or just anybody, and they'll let me know, Mark. So we appreciate your time. Thank you very much, and have a good rest of the day.